He ruled Rome, but still had to conquer himself. Marcus Aurelius stood at the center of the most powerful empire on earth. Armies waited for his word, while senators studied every moment of his face. Yet behind marble halls, purple robes, and golden symbols of command, he suffered. The world saw an emperor, but history remembers a man fighting himself. He did not inherit a peaceful world, resting gently beneath Roman order. Plague moved through cities, war burned along the northern frontiers, and death multiplied. The throne did not protect him from grief, betrayal, exhaustion, or pressure. Power gave him everything, except the one thing every man needs: inner peace. At night, away from crowds and ceremony, he wrote to steady his soul. His private notes were not speeches for applause, followers, or public admiration. They were reminders carved against weakness, fear, anger, pride, and human temptation. Before he ruled Rome each morning, he tried to rule Marcus first. Lesson 1 is brutally simple. Own what still belongs to you. Not the weather, not people, not fortune, not praise, not another man's judgment. Only your thoughts, your choices, your intentions, and the response you permit. A man becomes free when chaos can touch his life, but not command him. Most people lose peace because they give strangers keys to their inner room. One insult ruins their day. One delay poisons their patience. One opinion wounds identity. Marcus would have recognized this as an emperor, living like a slave. The world cannot rule your soul unless you keep opening the gate. Lesson 2 is that anger often wears the mask of strength. It enters like fire, promising justice, protection, courage, and power over others. But after the fire passes, it usually leaves ashes in the mouth. Marcus knew a ruler without restraint could become more dangerous than any enemy. Lesson 3 is to expect difficulty before difficulty arrives at your door. Marcus did not begin each morning believing life owed him kindness. He prepared for selfishness, insult, weakness, ingratitude, delay, and human failure. A prepared soul suffers less because hardship no longer feels like betrayal. Lesson 4 is that death makes small arguments look almost embarrassing. Marcus watched soldiers die, friends vanish, and sickness enter homes without permission. He knew the crown could not bribe mortality or delay the final breath. A man who remembers death stops wasting life on battles beneath his soul. Lesson 5 is to work without begging the crowd to notice. Even an emperor could be praised today and blamed tomorrow by Rome. Crowds are unstable because they love strength until strength disappoints their appetite. The quiet man builds character where no applause can corrupt the work. Lesson 6 is that the mind becomes what it repeatedly entertains. If it repeats fear, the body begins living under invisible attack. If it repeats resentment, even peaceful days become infected by old wounds. Marcus trained his thinking because he knew repeated thoughts become repeated lives. Lesson 7 is to stop being shocked that people are human. People will misunderstand, envy, interrupt, betray, exaggerate, disappoint, and act from blindness. This does not make wrongdoing acceptable, but it makes useless astonishment unnecessary. Peace grows when you stop demanding perfection from wounded and unfinished people. Lesson 8 is that duty must outlive comfort, mood, and praise. Marcus did not wake every morning feeling inspired to carry an empire. Still, he rose into sickness, letters, war reports, public burdens, and private grief. A mature man does what is right after motivation has already abandoned him. Lesson 9 is that greatness is quieter than the world imagines. It is not always conquest, domination, wealth, admiration, victory, or visible power. Sometimes greatness is not becoming cruel when life gives you permission. Sometimes it is staying calm while your old self begs for performance. This is why Marcus still speaks to people far from ancient Rome. Most viewers do not wear crowns, but they carry invisible kingdoms every day. The kingdom of anger, fear, comparison, memory, ego, pressure, grief, and reaction. Every restless soul needs ancient wisdom translated into pain it can recognize. You cannot control who misunderstands you, delays you, ignores you, or wounds you. You cannot control when success arrives, when healing comes, or when people change. But you can guard the doorway where these things enter your soul. The doorway is judgment, and Marcus protected it like the last city of Rome. The emperor who stayed calm was not calm because life became gentle. He was calm because he practiced refusing chaos, the final word. His palace is dust, his empire changed, and his body returned to earth. But his discipline still lives wherever a person chooses self-command over reaction. The silent path does not begin when the world finally becomes peaceful. It begins when you stop allowing the world to become your master. Marcus Aurelius teaches that power means nothing if the soul remains ungoverned. Rule yourself first, and even chaos must stand outside your inner throne. The calm man is not untouched by life. He has simply stopped surrendering his throne.